do certain things to get to a certain place. And I mean ethical things, not baby oil things, not crazy things, but we had to really believe in ourselves and do ethical things to be here.
So he didn't reply. You know, after that working for him, you know, Puff, you think he'd have mastered everything.
What if the man holding the umbrella was really holding the secrets? Farnsworth Bentley, known to most as Diddy's sharply dressed assistant, the guy with the umbrella, the smile, the southern charm. But in 2024, people aren't just asking what he carried in his hand. They're asking what he helped cover up. Because ever since the Diddy scandal exploded, lawsuits, raids, sealed documents, federal agents at the gates, Farnsworth's name keeps getting whispered, not as a bystander, but as someone who might have been right in the middle of it all. And now, everyone's asking the same question. Why is Farnsworth Bentley so quiet? Let's take it back. Bentley didn't just show up out of nowhere. His real name is Derek Watkins. And back in 2001, he popped up beside Diddy right as the bad boy mogul was rebranding himself from Puff Daddy to P. Diddy. After beating serious charges, gun possession, bribery, nightclub drama, Diddy needed a new look, a cleaner image. Enter Farnsworth. Ivy League energy, silk ties, white umbrellas in the St. Tropez sun. The optics, impeccable. But was that all he was there for? Because behind that image, rumors have swirled for years that Bentley's role wasn't just stylist or assistant. And now, with people like Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, speaking out, those whispers are starting to sound like sirens. Gene said it straight. He knows Farnsworth's business, and he said it twice for a reason. Then you've got MASE and Cameron, two former bad boy insiders, laughing about Bentley on their podcast. But listen close. The jokes weren't just jokes. They brought up Punisher, the adult worker named in the court documents, and then asked, what was Bentley's nickname? You never know, MASE said. That wasn't denial. That was a warning. And now, fans are putting the puzzle together. Because if Cassie's lawsuit is true, and Diddy used assistants to organize hotel rooms, set up freak-off sessions, and even work with male escorts, then who exactly was his right-hand man in charge of appearances back then? All signs point to Farnsworth. And that's not just theory. Gene Deal went even deeper. He said Farnsworth wasn't just witnessing the madness. He was allegedly stealing from Diddy behind the scenes. Designer goods, jewelry, even $5,000 boots meant for J-Lo. Gene says they found them in Bentley's apartment, along with a whole lot more Diddy never even knew was missing. That might explain why Farnsworth's relationship with Diddy quietly fell apart. No big public fallout, no statements, just distance, silence, and maybe fear. Because if you were around back then, you know how Diddy moved. Nothing happened without someone watching. So the question becomes, did Bentley just walk away, or is he laying low? Because he knows something he can't afford to say. Let's be real. Farnsworth was everywhere with Diddy in the 2000s. On yachts, on red carpets, on Making the Band. A show that, by the way, mysteriously disappeared from streaming. You can barely find full episodes now. Why? Maybe because the way Diddy treated Bentley on camera had folks uncomfortable even back then. Snapping at him, barking orders, talking down. And behind the scenes, reports say Bentley wasn't even getting paid at first. Eventually, sure, he started getting money. But some fans now wonder, was that just a raise or payment for silence? Because here's what's wild. Despite everything blowing up, Farnsworth Bentley hasn't said a single word about the Diddy scandal. Not after the Cassie lawsuit, not after the raids, not after insiders started dropping bombs on podcasts and interviews. Nothing, except one time. In early 2024, Farnsworth posted a quote from Jay-Z's Grammy speech. When I get nervous, I tell the truth. Then he added, might delete later, but I'ma just sit this here. And you know what? He did delete it. And ever since then, ghost. So here's the bottom line. Was Farnsworth Bentley just a man with good taste and a clean umbrella game? Or was he deeper in the bad boy empire than anyone thought? Did he help build the image while hiding the reality? And if the feds do have tapes, evidence, or names tied to what went down behind closed doors, is Bentley on one of them? Because let's not forget, sometimes it's not the loudest voice in the room that knows the truth. Sometimes it's the quietest man holding the umbrella. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And remember, silence in this game ain't always about loyalty. Sometimes it's survival.